Today I just wanted to do a quick video of the unboxing and installation of this Sig Sauer Tango MSR 1/6x24 rifle scope. Just moments ago got it in the mail, pretty excited about it, got the plastic off the box, and then last minute decided I wanted to just do a video about it. The gun I'm going to be installing it on today is my Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 2. This gun is basically stock. I just have some green furniture from Magpul installed, as well as a quad rail where the handguard is. I'm pretty excited to get this thing installed on here. I really love the look of the scope, as well as, I've read that the function of these things is incredible for the price point. So let's go ahead and get to it. This is as far as I got before I turned the camera on, and I decided, why not film everything? Okay, obviously this is our included scope mount. That looks pretty nice. And there is the unit itself. That thing looks really good, not too heavy. I love the included caps. That is just awesome. You can just flip those up. Man, that feels good. So on the left side here, for adjustments, you have your brightness settings, it looks like. It goes from 0, which I would assume is off, obviously, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 11. So you have 11 brightness settings on your reticle. This is what they call an Lpvo scope, which stands for low power variable optic, which means that it does take a battery. There are upsides and downsides to this. The upside, obviously, is that you get an illuminated reticle, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. I think that that's, technology doing its thing. But the obvious downside is that when this battery dies, you no longer have an illuminated reticle, but you do still have a reticle. You're still going to be able to operate with this scope when your battery dies, which obviously having a redundant reticle in there like that is important. Moving on, we have our 11 brightness settings over on the side here on the left side. We have our windage and elevation adjustments right here on the right side and top side. Pretty standard. If you've ever sighted in a rifle scope, you know exactly what we're looking at here. And these adjustments are half an MOA per click. So it does come with a CR2032 battery that we will go ahead and install once we have it mounted up on the rifle. Comes with an installation Torx tool here. Obvious fashion swag, fantastic. A little scope cleaning towel. And a guidebook. We don't need that. I have my upper saber mocked up in my little service vice rig here, just so that it's kind of held into place while I position this scope how I want it on here. Kind of looks like right here I'm having a bit of a fitment issue with this Magpul flip up rear sight. For now it looks like I'm going to have to take that off and maybe install some canted sights, but that's not really what I want to do since this has a permanent front sight that's part of the gas block there. They are nice enough to give you torque specifications here printed right on the thing. 25 inch-pounds for these little guys up here, and then 65 inch-pounds for the mounting screws over here. But I'm pretty poor and I don't have a torque wrench, but I'm a mechanic by day, so I know what 65 inch-pounds feels like. So I'm just gonna estimate it and go on about my day. Now that we got that guy mounted up, let's go ahead and take her out of our rig here. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. This is what I was talking about. You can see the scope line lines up perfectly with your scope mounting ring line right there. Pop the battery in now. What is happening here? Is this thing child safe? Why would they do that? Here's my knife. That's crazy. There is absolutely no reason to package batteries child-proof. It's not like they're choking hazards or anything like that. Okay. Fits in there real nice, like almost like they designed it for it or something. 10 inch-pounds. Click. This is pretty well zoomed in now on the reticle here, so I'm going to walk it through all 11 levels of the brightness settings manually so that you can just see and have a good idea of what it looks like. There's 1, which doesn't seem to do anything at all. 2, 3, still nothing. 4, there we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, super bright, and 11, ultra bright, and off. One cool thing that I've noticed is that right here, you have your integrated throw lever for your zoom action. Right here you can see this guy almost kind of glows. It's like some sort of fiber optic deal that captures light, and it really stands out when you're looking down. It really stands out, so you can easily see approximately where your zoom level is. I don't really know why that's necessary unless you took off your, oh yeah, that is removable. I guess it's necessary if you, for some reason, take off your throw lever and you want to know exactly where your zoom level is at. That's pretty handy for that. I will not be taking this off. Okay, that's the scope installed. It looks really good, which is really all that matters. I can't wait to get out to the to a decent size range and sight this guy in. And then it's gonna sit back on my armory wall because nothing fun ever happens. But anyway, thanks for watching this quick unbox and install video of the Sig Sauer Tango MSR 1 through 6 by 24.